Everybody get one?
Yeah, everybody's getting one.
You gotta double up mine. Hey, just don't show this on Facebook because my girl don't know I'm drinking. She gonna get me in trouble.
Real?
No.
Damn. When's the last time you did one with Josh?
Who? I don't.
Yeah.
It's been a fat fucking minute, bro.
You know Josh too?
Yeah. There's a few interviews that we all did.
All right, boys.
I don't ever get back to other cool shit.
Salud.
Salud, guys. Let's do a good podcast tonight.
Death Taco, the Death Taco, the Death Taco, the Death Taco,
Welcome to the Death Taco podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Today I'm joined by Josh and Jesus.
What's up, y'all? AKA Rillo. Fucking.
So there's really no like topics of this podcast anymore. But what I've been thinking would be kind of fun to talk about. Mexican folklore. You both been to Mexico, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So I always wondered, like, is there any like superstitious, supernaturally shit you guys have heard about while you were down there?
La Llorona and witches.
That's it.
Witches are real, exist in Mexico.
And they're owls.
Owls.
Owls?
I've heard you mention
Really?
the owl thing, bro, and I looked it up, and I know a little bit about that.
So, witches are fucking owls. And that's why they're whenever you see one, you see a lot of Mexicans cuss them out. Because they don't want them to be beside them and shit.
I did not know that. I thought the witches, where my family's from, the witches live in the mountains and caves.
I mean, that's what I always told. They travel by owl form.
But no. Back to the fucking owl thing, though. Bro. It's called the La Lechuza. You guys familiar with that word?
No.
So it's in some part of Mexico, they believe that there is a witch who turns herself into an owl at night. It's a human-sized fucking owl with the face of the witch still. And according to the folklore, the witch can make a sound like a baby crying in the middle of the woods. So explorers would go like looking through the woods trying to find a baby, and they look up in the fucking tree,
I think I heard a story like that.
and there's a fucking giant owl with the bitch's face.
Fuck, I would have shit my pants. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bitch when it comes to scary shit.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be doing. I mean, I'm gonna get some heat for this, but white people shit. I'm not gonna go explore
It's
Oh,
that
fucking
shit.
Mexico. You just said it's Mexico. How's it white people shit?
I'm
said
just
literally.
not. I mean, I'm like,
Yeah.
whoever lost that baby better go get it.
I'm like, damn, that baby sucks. Throw a rock at it, see if it moves.
Did he hear that? I didn't.
Both you niggas are gonna be in the woods, bro, with this bottle of Crown, looking for that
no.
fucking baby.
Fuck no, I'm not being in no goddamn woods. First of all, because my kids ain't leaving me, so it ain't my baby.
Okay, so then I thought on top of that though, imagine if it was reversed and it was a witch that had the owl's head but a woman's body, and she was like an IG model.
I'd hit it.
Yeah. Just put in a paper bag over.
And then I'll make her turn her neck around all the way like the opposite. So you wouldn't know if I'm hitting it from the front or the back. I'm saying, and just like, shut up, turn around.
You an animal, bro.
Hey.
But no, I always thought that was weird because I remember this niggas talked about the owl thing before, and I always wondered where the fuck that came from.
I've never heard of the owls. Over there where we're from Tomochi. So it's a part of Chihuahua. We're like Tarahumara Indians, basically. But I remember when we were down there, the people, the villagers, I guess. I don't fucking know what you call it. What would you call it? The villagers?
They kept saying, my girl keeps saying village, bro.
Yeah, so the people there would be like, yeah, you see the witches are back there in the woods, or in the mountains right there. Like, there'd be caves. And then I'm like, there's a big-ass cave. He goes, yeah, that's where the witch lives. Don't go over there.
So like they wholeheartedly believed in
Like,
that
no,
shit.
like there is literally a witch there, a bruja. And maybe it might be a healer or something, but it's a witch who lives in the fucking cave.
Or maybe she has fire Mexican candy.
It's a witch who lives in the Mexican cave. Say it again so I can tell you one more time.
Fire
It's a
Mexican
witch
candy.
that lives in the Mexican cave. But I mean, then again, though, I mean, dude, I was going to Mexico when I was fucking 10, 11, 12. So, I mean, I could misinterpret that too now that I'm fucking 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm going based off memory. You can't do that. But
I'm still hearing stories like that now.
you see what I'm
So
saying?
they
That's
still
what I'm
talk
saying.
about like
Yeah.
witches, like that's fucking.
There's there's
Deer.
witches. Yeah.
There's a Netflix movie, some shit like that.
Blair Witch Project?
Nah. It's about actual like Mexican witches, and they help the people, the villagers and shit. Mm-hmm. And this one chick, I mean, I don't want to go deep in this movie.
Fuck it, go deep. You got my
All right,
attention.
all right. So her mom got possessed when she was a little kid, and the village witch helped her out, but she decided to leave the fucking village and go to the city, became something of herself, and she became like 30 years old, came back, has zero memory of it. She goes to explore a cave, and she doesn't remember exploring. You know what I'm talking about?
Is that the lady who has the white face and they lock her
Yep.
in the room and
Yeah,
then
but
at
she
the
doesn't even
end?
realize she's even possessed.
Yes, that is a good ass show. And
What's
they,
it called?
They fucked it up at the end when they were like, "I'm a bruja, bitch." I was
Yeah.
like, damn, they fucked
I'm
it
trying
up.
to remember the name of the movie.
It's fuck. Handy Dandy Notebook Time. That's a dope ass movie though. It is.
It is. I recommend it.
Yes, I highly recommend that movie because it is good.
I remember my dad always told me this story when I was younger about he thinks when he got real sick when he was a kid, and that his parents told him, like my grandparents, they were like, "You got mal viejo,
Yeah.
you got the evil eye."
Had to rub his ass with the egg. Huh?
Yeah,
I don't believe in that at all.
they took
No,
him
it
out to a
works,
farm.
I ain't never believed in that, man.
I don't know the story he told me, bro. They took him out to a farm. They did this fucking ritual, like you said. They put an egg on his belly button, cracked the motherfucker. Black shit came out.
Yeah, and see that's what well, I mean, I guess the way that so they tried to do that to my daughter. My mother-in-law, she's big on the same shit too, and I was really upset because I feel like if you're gonna go that far into doing something like that, maybe, what I'm saying, like I don't like to open that door. If that door ain't open, don't open it. I'm a firm believer of that shit because once you open that door, you can't close it unless you do some shit. And they did that they did something to my daughter and rubbed the egg around her and they cracked it open and it was nothing because my daughter was fucking 3 years older than that happened. You know what I'm saying? She was just sick. And but I've heard about that.
That's crazy to hear about it in modern times like that.
Yeah, it just carries on because it's just when you see it happen in real life, it's real. Like shit, that shit really happened. When do you ever see an egg that's black?
You don't.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that something had to happen. So I mean, it's there. I believe in it. I believe in it enough to where I don't fuck with it.
That's
Ouija
fair
board,
enough assessment.
I'm out.
Nah, fuck that.
You see what I'm saying? Like so,
I don't even
regardless of what people think, if you're not scared to do this shit and you say you don't believe in it, but yet again you won't do shit, then you believe in it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm good. There's certain doors I'm not even gonna try to open.
Never.
Right. I'm curious to an extent. Like I'll talk about it, I'll bullshit about it, but then someone wants to come and go like, "You want to do it? Kiss my ass, son."
Nah, man. But my son had the whole egg thing done, and then I had it done on me. And I guess it's you don't know who the fuck's out there trying to push shit on you. Like,
I need to look up like the origin of that, like where that whole thing comes from. So it's that someone's put like a curse on you. That's why you get it done.
well, not really much on kids. It's because there's people obsessed with your kid, and they want your kid.
Oh, you're talking about where they got to put that little thing in the middle of their head too.
I mean, there's several things.
So like I've heard about that too. Like whenever your baby's crying a lot, is because somebody wanted to grab them.
Yeah.
So like if somebody sees a baby and you want to touch the baby, it's you have to touch them.
Yeah.
You don't have to do not just because if you don't, the baby will continue to cry and cry and cry and cry and cry until you take off a little piece of string from a red shirt, roll it up and put it in your mouth, and then put it on their forehead. It's called the el ojo or something like
that's
that. Yeah, I've heard about that one too.
That's crazy
My
shit,
grandma
bro.
told me about that one.
that and when they had to wear a red string during when the girls are pregnant and shit. Mm-hmm. It's like the thing is, it's like I mean, at this point, you just do it because everybody's done it on history from your parents. To your
Yeah,
parents.
it's just
They have to
that's
do
what
it
it
at this
feels
point.
like, ain't it? You know what I'm saying?
You guys heard about something with a key? My girl had to wear like a key around her neck, like during an eclipse or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard the key part.
I've never heard of that.
It's just so nothing affects the baby. during
Isn't
the
it
eclipse.
something bronze or a key?
I don't know.
Some type of metal.
I just heard about it during my son's mom pregnancy. There was never an eclipse, so
There was this other thing. I decided to look up randomly like Aztec folklore because I thought, it's part of Mexico, right? And one of the cool ones I found was something called the Axeman.
the Axeman.
Yeah, this is old as shit. So, like, say you're, an Indian motherfucker walking around the woods, pre-1500s. White people aren't here yet. You're just exploring. And you hear wood being chopped in the middle of the fucking night. Just wood. Pop, like a tree. Axe hitting a tree. So you're walking around. You see a motherfucker finally holding an axe, just chopping at a tree. And then it takes you a minute to notice he doesn't have a head. And his rib cage is torn open. And then he turns around. And then the folklore, he cuts your head off and he puts your head into his chest. Now, the history of that is that it's because the Aztecs sacrificed so many motherfuckers. Remember, like in Apocalypto, they chopped the heads off, cut their heart out. So they were terrified that like the spirits of the people they sacrificed were going to come back and get them. And in their legend, that's what some people said they saw. Which makes sense.
Nah, I've never heard of that. So that could just be, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just people being scared.
More than likely.
Because, I mean, like, are they walking in the wood in the nighttime? Because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? When you're scared, you picture the worst. I just got scared from your fucking stuffed animal. I thought there was a full-blown fucking phantom in that damn room. Now I was scared as shit.
Speaking of that, my girl's got a stuffed animal that's a panda, but it's got human legs, and it fucks me up. Nigga, like it's a regular.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
bro,
you just like scary shit for no reason.
a completely normal stuffed panda, right? But its legs just dangle a little too far. It's just that little thing. I always tell my girl, like, why the fuck do you have this? Terrifying.
What if it's her side nigga just dressed as a panda? Like, he's not gonna see me. He's not gonna see me. He's not gonna see me.
He's like day 25. He hasn't noticed.
Hey, I'm still in the house. He's in the roof and shit. Just you hear people walking. Man, we getting you drunk today. I like this guy.
Nah, but one of my favorite.
Nah.
But one of my favorite things, bro, is the fucking gnomes, the duende. Like, how random.
I seen that shit the
heard-
other day
How
on
random
Facebook.
is that, bro?
I've heard of it. I just never.
I seen it on
got
Facebook. So they sent it to me on Facebook that if you go to the cemeteries, there's little bitty gnomes running around. And if you catch it, it turns into like a doll again. Like you can see it crying and shit. You gonna make me pull up the video.
Bro,
Yeah, let me see.
Video.
I never
Bro,
seen
there's
it.
dozens of videos of gnomes.
Yeah,
nigga.
but I mean,
They might be fake.
You really
I've
can't see them.
I seen two when they're like sneaking in some kid's room.
Oh, that's not enough. It's Michael Jackson.
It's his uncle.
Like, have you seen the ones where the kids are playing soccer in some abandoned house and like there's like a little doll in the corner,
Wait,
and when they get
what?
too close,
Kids,
yeah.
or who the fuck plays soccer in an abandoned house?
First
Bro.
off, I'm beating that kid. Like you were asking for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about this motherfucker's like this tiny, and it gets up and starts running because they get too close to it.
That got to be fake.
Yeah.
Has to be fake.
Looks
bro.
like it's
I
from
swear
the
to God,
mid
if I-
2000s.
Like
That-
if one of them fucking things right there took off running, I swear to God, I'm beating your ass. Cause you had me closer than motherfuckers. Do you imagine just getting chased by that? I mean, you can kick it, but you're still scared because it's little.
I'm gonna kick the shit out of it. I'm gonna run, grab my kid and snatch him and just dip.
I looked up like
At least you'll save your kids. My kids are fucked. I've already told my kids.
He's like, I can make more.
I've told my kids in the event that one of them becomes possessed.
dead.
Clock. Sorry, I ain't playing.
Nah, you
I'll
can't-
record the
you-
shit.
you-
I'll record it all.
You can't do that, man. The demon might come into you.
I don't give a shit. At least I'm not being scared because I got a demon in me.
Shit.
So according to Wikipedia, do you know what the fuck gnomes do?
No.
Like, you know they exist in Mexican culture, but what they do,
I
in
didn't
fact,
know they existed in Mexican culture. I thought it was.
No,
I
I
thought
didn't
it was a
either.
white person thing. Honestly,
it's
to have
specific
gnomes.
to their culture, like duende, that word just for them. Fucking so all it was literally a half a paragraph, bro. They're famous for clipping children's toenails, and every now and then they would take the entire toe on accident.
Shit.
So it's like the tooth fairy.
I need to come. I need
Yeah,
to
for
get
toes.
me a duende or whatever the fuck they're called because my toenails are.
Maybe a pedicure. Shit.
Boy,
That's just one of them things, though. Like, it could be like a parent's excuse just to make sure your kid's clipping their fucking toenails.
That's what
Like,
I'm
if you don't
saying.
keep the motherfuckers short, fucking gnomes gonna come and suck on them motherfuckers.
he say suck on them, nigga. He say clip the toenails. You fucking
When you
perv.
started talking about it, you ever seen Goosebumps? That little gnome.
Oh yeah, I read that one.
instantly went through my head. I'm like, damn, that would be some assholes. Like,
But those are garden gnomes, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's
so
what
what's the
that's what I
difference? Is it
picture,
a
though.
garden gnome or is it a gnome? Like they're the same thing. ain't
yeah,
it?
right.
Well, garden gnomes are specifically in American culture where they're like Santa Claus, little elf looking
Yeah.
motherfuckers
So
with
then, what do
pointy
they
hats.
look like in Mexican culture? You should have a
They have
fucking
a
TV
sombrero
right. You
with
should
the-
put a TV. Right.
Bro, they look like
Yeah.
tiny ass little fucking goblins, pretty much.
That would be
like
tight.
garden gnomes.
No, like literally, like fucking even smaller than that, like action figure size, like a Barbie doll.
Oh yeah, fuck that. That's scary.
I mean, even now they find fossils like bones of shit.
Oh,
that
the little
tiny.
the little bitty ones. Yeah,
and then
yeah.
even fairies and shit. And then they find some that are giants across the world.
Yes, I seen that too. You got a net, that's
Bro, or
fucking-
they find little holes like that they don't think are for animals. They think it's where fucking gnomes are like crawling around and shit, bro. It's
Dude,
weird.
don't say that because there's a fucking hole in my backyard that's like this fucking big, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a rat, a possum, or a fucking. I don't know what the fuck's down there, but I'm about to blow that bitch up.
Bro, if I got to pick between all those things, I'd be cool with the gnome just chilling back there, just kicking back.
Fuck no.
Hand that nigga a fucking tortilla, bro.
Nigga,
Being
fuck
your
around,
best
be
friend.
master splinter and shit down in that bitch. You fucking getting the damn what's it called? That's pissing me off.
Yeah, did you get it?
Nope.
He's like, I've tried on camera 9 times though.
I know he's gonna go back and watch the video. I'm just like,
The video's just gonna have this nigga randomly clapping every 5 seconds.
like, what's wrong with him? He's possessed. He's drunk already. Fuck.
Nah, dude, but there's that, and there's a really famous one that's the Island of the Dolls.
Never
Oh,
heard
I seen videos when people go to it.
Never heard of it.
There's a fucking island, bro. I don't know what part of Mexico, but there's like you got to travel on a lake. It's just a random fucking island, and there's thousands, I would assume,
There's
fucking
like thousands of
baby dolls, bro,
hanging
just-
from trees and everywhere. Dude.
nailed to
Has to be
trees,
something
hanging from
behind it.
trees.
What is it about? What's going on with it?
The story is there's some dude. This wasn't even that long ago, which makes it weirder. It was like in the, I would assume, before the 80s, after the 50s, 1900s. Some dude
That's a long
fucking
time ago.
I know we're all fucking 1900s, 30 years ago, cuz. Chill out.
50 years ago, bro.
Hey, thank you. He's like, yeah, a long ass time ago in
But
the
not-
1990s.
Yeah, but so like he was just some rando dude, bro, who lived in some Mexican village. He had a wife and he had some kids. It's like one guy, and he just loses his shit, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go out to that little island out there." Okay, okay. Disappears. He's out there just fucking doing whatever the hell he's doing. And then one day, a little girl's body who drowned in like the lake just falls up on shore. So he sees it. He's upset by it. And then following her body is her little doll. So he grabs the doll and he hangs it up, and he says that he does it in her honor or in her memory or whatever to let her soul continue to pass through. And allegedly after that happened, he just like was like, you know what? In honor of this little girl, more dolls.
They
More.
just
Just
showed
more.
up, or he went and bought them.
He went and rummaged through trash whenever
yeah, so
like
yeah,
toys
yeah,
would
that's
fucking toys would like wash up and shit, add them to the collection. And from that's how that began, is more people just started to come up after he died, which was in like 2006.
Yeah, I mean,
And they just
well, so
started to
then that's-
fucking
that's
add to the
not-
collection.
I mean, that's not that bad. I mean, if he did it in respect of her,
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be some like
I thought it was gonna be like this
some
nigga.
paranormal shit.
We're just getting drunk over here talking about scary shit. It's the best. I'll do this again.
Right.
Me too. I'll bring in the next
Pour
bottle.
me up one,
Yeah,
man.
there ain't no more.
There ain't no more.
You motherfuckers. You're over there. We had a
We
shot
poured
for you for
one.
like 30
You
minutes.
alcoholic ass niggas, bro.
Hey,
I learned it from my dad.
Hey, I ain't drinking forever. That motherfucker was going down smooth.
Yeah, that was smooth.
I think you should go buy another one. We hosted.
Bro, I'm about to go get the other one, which is even smoother than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop, because if we mix the alcohol, dude, I'm already slamming my words a little bit.
Nah, dude, but I always thought the Island of the Dolls thing was weird.
I mean, it don't seem that bad. I mean, it seems a little creepy, but I mean, if he did it in honor of the girl, then everybody just followed through because maybe their child died, and hey, you know, I want my daughter's spirit to live on. I'm gonna I'll put a doll on that island if you know worst comes to worst. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like there's people that's done even worse from memories of their kids. You know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
True.
that ain't that bad. I mean, it'd have been creepy if this man was killing girls and hanging the dolls
Yeah,
up. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
Or
if
making
if-
dolls
if
out
a-
of their body parts.
Yeah,
and shit
you know what I'm
like
saying? But I mean, that ain't bad, man. If a child, you know, brushed up on his shore and he a memory of her and everybody else did it, I mean, why not?
True. I thought that also when I read it. Like, I mean, it's a creepy.
Quit lying,
It's creepy.
quit lying. Look, he's like, yeah, you're right, guys. I was thinking the
No,
same
no, no.
thing.
It's creepy. It's creepy fucking imagery, right? Like,
So,
if you
yeah,
were to
so they
imagine
show
it
the image. What's
without
the
the
image?
story, bro. Imagine you pull up to like this little island, which is about probably the size of this house.
I don't pull up.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't
going
just-
around that bitch.
Bro, you-
Hey,
you just keep on going,
you
bro?
you see a fucking doll hanging from a tree. Yep. We're gonna go to the next one.
You guys ever seen that locally? I've heard of motherfuckers talking about like walking through the woods and they just find dolls randomly hanging
Yeah,
out of the
I,
tree.
I remember when I was younger, I played in the woods. I found.
You remember I told you that we were digging? So my house was super old. Remember I told you that story? And we had to dig in the basement. It was all fucking like dirt. But my parents' house was one of the oldest houses in Wyandotte. And I guess we found like newspaper during the fucking Civil War, dolls,
Really?
glass.
What'd you guys do with it?
We burned that shit.
What? That shit could have been worth some money.
Nah, because my mom's. I mean, up
She's
front,
her superstition. I get that.
no, that
because
bitch is haunted. That house is haunted.
That's what I'm saying, though. But you could have kept the paper at least, and
Nah,
soak that shit to
because you don't know what's connected to it. That my dad was like, just burn it.
Yeah, that's true too. I'd have been scared of shit. I don't even
No,
know. You
that
guys
bit-
are
that shit's
digging.
still
I don't even
haunted.
digging. I'd have been like, nope.
We had to put the central air. We had to dig either that or don't have air.
Fuck it, you better sweat them demons out. Y'all niggas better leave, or I'm not putting air in this bitch.
But we had to do it. But nah, that bitch is still haunted. But I guess we've been living there for like 20 something years. We've
It's
been.
already used to it.
Yeah,
So
it's
did
used
you
to
gonna
us.
tell him the story to keep the demons out?
He's the one who told me.
Oh shit! This is the guy.
This is the legend, bro.
You're the meat beater.
The what?
Oh, it's a meat beater.
I told this
They don't
story to
fuck
this
with
dude,
me.
bro.
Shit, that's fucking tight.
Bro, his ghost
Okay,
stories
I
are
beat my meat
epic.
too. I beat my meat too.
They don't fuck with you, bro. Look, in history, you ever seen any scary movie? Any dude, if they beat their meat, nobody's gonna fuck with you. That's the end of the movie. Like,
All right, you guys ain't leaving. This is it. This is it, guys.
look at me in my eyes.
Hey, you're getting picked up by the demon. You're like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
But
Oh my god, I heard the fucking pitch on that motherfucker. You're gonna have to edit that shit. That shit was funny. That was a good one.
nah, dude. But that house is haunted. Like, I have friends that don't even go to that house.
What, if you don't mind me asking, edit out his address. Where you stay at? That little area right there. That's the original Wyandotte.
Yeah, that's
So
all Strawberry Hill.
Yeah,
like,
Strawberry Hill and like South Coy Street, where I grew up at. I grew up on South Coy Street right there,
Okay.
where the park is at. I grew up on the street after that. But the original Wyandotte is where he's saying exactly. It's exactly where it is. So where they built the highway, there used to be houses there too. The highway, they literally took out a whole community to build that highway.
yeah,
You
I
guys
don't
know that?
Yeah, I know that. I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah, I seen the pictures on Facebook. I think I shared it.
Yeah,
So you probably seen
and
it
then
on
like
Facebook.
West Bottoms, that nothing was there. It was all like for cattle, bro.
Yeah, it was all for
And
cattle.
now it's all the factory and the railroad and shit.
Yeah. And did you know why Missouri moved to the top of the hill instead of where they were at? Because of the floods. It kept flooding too much down there, so they built it up on the hill, the city on the hill, which is why West Bottoms is where it's at, and Missouri's on top. I went to the haunted houses yesterday. That's what I learned.
Dude, I don't even go to the haunted houses no more.
I took my kids, man. That shit was fun, bro. Dude, it's fun as shit.
Last time I went, I got shot up, and previous to that, I got shot up. I'm like, nah.
So it's different now. They got metal detectors. And they got police there, so you know what I'm saying? I know what it's like. I felt safe there. I was cool. You know, I didn't have my strap, but I was in the car. So, but I'm saying, it was fun. I had my kids there. My 4-year-old was there. It was fun. I had a good time.
You been before?
Yeah.
I never been.
I've always been at the haunted houses. I remember when they had not the original, when they had a guy named Beetlejuice there. He would eat a rat.
Yeah, I remember that name.
Yeah, that's how long I've been going to the Edge of Hell. It's fun. I was there before Macabre Cinema. It was the Edge of Hell and the Beast only. And everybody said the Beast was the scariest one, but it's just dark.
Yeah, it's just dark.
I still need to go, man. My mom instilled into me that like if I went there, I'd like go missing and never be found again. So like I've
You
carried
would.
that into adulthood.
Yeah, you would.
Dude, I think it was last year or the year before that. Then they had like a case about two just got raped in the Edge of Hell.
Yep, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I mean, I heard.
Yeah, they haven't found the bodies. Don't look at my basement. Nah, I never heard of that.
Yeah, I guess like one of those trap doors that they come out that scare you, and they got taken in.
Really?
Damn.
She had to have been a bad bitch.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, you got to be a bold motherfucker to kidnap somebody. They got cameras in there.
Yeah, they do.
Bro, this dude at work told me there's something called zombie paintballing around here. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yes, Mike. I want to definitely try paintballing. That'd be fun.
It's out by the Legends, bro. They got
It's in Bonner.
Yeah, it's in
yeah,
Bonnet.
they got a fucking school bus with paintball guns mounted to the motherfucker, and you just go out there and just dump on signs and people dressed up like zombies. Apparently,
Yeah, that's tight. That's something I want to do. My son been asking me about pulling out my paintball gun.
Dude, my family goes quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever want to go, but even my older brother does tournaments and everything.
Yeah,
that
let's
motherfucker's
go.
fat.
Let's go.
I mean,
shit.
they edit that shit out. That motherfucker get mad. But he's big. But he goes probably like 4 or 5 times a month. He goes in tournaments and
That's
joins.
fucking tight, bro. I've been wanting to do new shit like that, man. I've been wanting to get out of the ordinary, man. I'm tired of just being home every weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude. He loves that shit, dude. And some of his guns, I'm like, bro, some of your guns is worth as much as my real fucking guns. Like, what the fuck you doing? But he loves
paintball
it. He
shit.
loves that shit, dude.
Motherfucker, I bet you if somebody broke into your house and you shot somebody with a paintball, they're gonna leave.
I mean, to
They're
be
not.
honest,
They're not gonna know the difference. If it's a dark and all you hear is a toot toot toot, and you feel a pain, you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, he shot me." You know what I'm saying?
It's true. I got drunk
might-
before and I vomited up red Fanta. I thought I was dying.
He said, "You guys are killing me."
I did, bro. It was nighttime, nigga.
It's a defense mechanism for this motherfucker. Every time he gets in a fight, he throws up red.
It was nighttime, bro. I'm in a car and I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
They stabbed me. Oh my god.
So you're right. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
That's what I'm saying, man. In the heat of a moment like that, bro, some shit happens. Unless they've been trained, they're not gonna know the difference. They're gonna feel a pain. They're gonna be like, "Oh shit, he shot me."
Love him.
You know what I'm saying? You can't tell the difference from a 22.
They're not going to stop, turn on the light, and go, what happened?
Yeah,
they're going to
they're
run
like-
the fuck out of there.
Nah,
that's
I'm
pain.
gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna kill this dude. Whoever breaks into my house.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
You don't know what they have.
That's exactly. But I'm saying if they broke into your house, you shoot them. They're not gonna keep coming in. They're gonna fucking dip. You know what I'm
Alright.
saying? But if you don't have a gun and he has a paintball gun, I think he's cool. So yeah, what about the Mexican folklore stuff?
Off topic. We do that shit all the time too.
Yeah, I mean it's cool.
Nah, it's fun, man. Fucking, so another one, right? This one is another Aztec one that sounded familiar as shit. So they would see like this giant blue cat or dog. Nothing weird about that, right?
That's
I mean, it's
already
blue,
weird.
other than it being blue. But its tail had a human hand on the end of it.
No, I ain't heard of that.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
And it would be in the water mostly. And supposedly, according to the folklore,
Pokemon.
It'd snatch you the fuck up and drag you under and drown you. But for the Aztecs, to be grabbed by this thing was a fucking honor. Because if you got killed by this thing, you got taken to like some special afterlife that was supposed to be dope as fuck.
I'd be willing to try the afterlife.
Yeah.
You know what I like? Jumping off topic again. Sorry. Never mind. We'll keep it for a different episode.
I mean, it could be like really bad. Like, you know how I don't even know.
Every time I think of the afterlife, I think of that movie with when he fucking, what is that movie when they go and kill Medusa? And the Kraken comes and they got to put the Medusa's head to the Kraken and
Oh,
he
you're
turns
talking
Oh, you
about
talking about where Hercules goes and shit,
yeah,
bro?
that every
Olympus.
time I think
Olympus.
every time I hear anybody say the afterlife, that's the one thing that comes to my head is flipping the Grim Reaper a fucking coin and get on the boat.
That's the underworld, then, nigga.
But I'm saying afterlife, underworld, that's the first thing that I picture is that. And then so like this is Mexican folklore and that's Greek, ain't it? Or Greece or whatever the fuck that is.
That's Greek.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, it's off topic.
Well, now there's all kinds of different folklore, bro. Like I like the Viking one, Valhalla.
I'm more of the Greek. I like the Greek ones.
So you get pulled into the fucking endless swimming pool of just dead bodies.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm a terrible swimmer, bro. Fuck that.
It's a
I'm
dead
drowning.
body. Don't matter.
I'd be the slowest one, man. I'm be the only one that doesn't rotate like for everybody
They're
else.
like, he's not dead. He couldn't
I'm
play dead.
trying. But nah, fucking Valhalla, bro. That's like this big fucking like Renaissance style big castle. Doors open up and it's just this long table with filled with fucking food and drinks.
Oh, that's the Viking afterlife?
Yes, they're just getting fucked up. They're all these jacked fucking cock diesel motherfuckers, badass bitches, warrior bitches too. They eat, they fight, they
They
fuck.
just live their happy ending life.
They fight each other till they kill each other, bro, because they love battle. And at the end of it, they wake up, they do it all again.
Ah, that would be fucking dope.
Yeah, well,
Eat all you want and go to sleep, wake up again, eat again.
Pretty much.
That'd be tight.
How the fuck do we? Oh yeah, Aztecs. Okay.
Aztecs.
So the whole thing of that, though, right? I think for us, you're getting dragged into the water. What does that sound like to you guys? It's the Llorona.
yeah,
She drowns children.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
it does.
Yeah, but she doesn't drag you from the water. I thought she floats on top of the water and comes and gets you.
She does, but that's what like maybe that's another one of them things where you don't know like the full story.
All
Like,
I know is I seen videos on Facebook where you hear somebody screaming in the streets. Ah! I seen the videos. That's just real.
meth.
Man.
Keep going. You may
But
proceed.
no, so I mean, you guys, we all know. I feel like this is one of the most common There's literally, can you think of anything like more in our culture, like in terms of trying to scare kids than La Llorona?
No, but I mean, Aztec is part of our culture too.
I seen one of my parents told me that how the devil disguised himself like a fucking handsome ass fucking dude to go to a baile. I know, no, but so the
That
original
dude, this
the
dude's
original
really Mexican. He's Mexican,
Alright,
bro.
fuck. So the original story is that this chick disobeyed it, and I'm pretty sure it was designed for fucking kids to disobey. But she disobeyed her parents, decides to go to some baile, and she sees some handsome ass fucking dude, and she comes up to him and starts fucking dancing and whatever, and it's fucking late as fuck. And she had like a strange feeling, and she looked down, and when she looked down, she saw goat legs on this nigga.
Oh my god, I'd have flipped the fuck out.
Well, that's what happened. She like starts going fucking crazy and goes home, and she went crazy, and it was the devil in disguise.
Oh, goat. That's
hella
right.
Scary. That's hella scary, bro. I'm getting.
And then I heard another one about a goat.
Stop, because I'm getting little tinglies in the back of my neck, like if somebody's behind me, bro. That shit is freaky.
It's just me, bro. Chillax.
Hey, he's just behind me.
But the other one that I heard about goats, the one that told me this, and my ex, she was really scared of fucking goats, bro. And I was just sending her weird ass videos about goats too. I don't know, fucked up like that.
Look, babe.
So they're from the rancho side, and all her cousins swear, all her uncles swear that they were in the middle of the fucking fire, and they had like a tiny little house out in the fucking middle of fucking nowhere, and they see a goat from a distance. And one dude comes back fucking scared as fuck. He's like, hey, we gotta go. We have to go inside. We have to lock the door. And he's not saying why. But all of a sudden, they all ran inside and they locked the door and everything. And they see this fucking goat just walking in two fucking legs.
Oh,
Is that what that
you
is?
seen that black
I've
one
seen that.
on Facebook?
Yeah, there's one that's like that. So he's walking up and he's like knocking on the door because he wants to get in. But it's the devil trying to get in.
Yeah, fuck that. That's why I kill goats. Steve.
What is it about goats?
It's the goats, man.
Well,
It's-
goats has always been represented as the devil. Like even American culture.
Anything that has to do with the goat.
I still eat it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I would. you ever killed a goat before?
Not a goat.
Have you ever killed the goat by hand and like cooked it?
Nah, but they told me you have to kill it like a deer, though. You have to like drain the blood as soon as possible before.
So when you kill a goat, it's the weirdest shit and the most creepiest shit. If you can kill a goat with your bare hands, 100% you can kill a person.
Yeah.
Because you gotta stab it. So you hold the goat by his head, by his horns, flip him on his side, and you gotta find his hole in his neck. And once you find the right spot, you stick the knife in there and pull out and slice it, and he'll bleed to death. But the freaky thing about it is when he bleeds, he screams for help. Help! I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, it's help. It's help. And, like just imagine a goat, yeah, but it's choking on its blood, saying help, and you can hear help clearly. I promise you, you'll never eat goat again if you ever killed one by hand.
I'll be honest.
I've already
I
ate
am.
goat twice.
I guarantee you, I can kill a goat, and I'm still gonna eat that motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying, but it's scary because my grandpa, he's an rancho. He was like, Miko, do this shit. I'm like, fuck, I'm scared. I'm over here scared to stab it. I stick the knife in his neck, and it pierces his skin. He goes, help! And you're like, oh shit, like it scares you. And then the goat would look at you at the eyes, and you'll just stare in the eyes. And then if it's my grandpa's old school, you hesitate, he's gonna he smacked the shit out of me. The fuck out the way, and then killed it. And I'm like, dude, that shit is some freaky shit. You've never seen a goat die before. You've never killed one. Whenever you guys buy a goat and kill it and cook it,
No,
it's scary. Google it.
I'm gonna Google it.
Try to Google it. I promise you, that shit is the freakiest thing because you can literally hear them scream for help. Help! It's scary as fuck. I can't
Like as
imitate
soon as I
it.
started like trying to look it up, the black web was open up and shit, random shit.
FBI kicks in the door and shit. What are you looking for?
I swear I need to find a goat.
So, yeah, it's some scary shit.
What are like really common things that we eat like of goat meat?
Birria.
Yeah, baby.
So birria tacos,
it.
that's goat meat.
Yeah, that's it. You only
So
eat,
the most famous
so-
fucking tacos currently, the motherfuckers are all gassed up about is goat meat.
No, false.
no.
Because birria is represented here as barbacoa. If it's steamed beef, it's barbacoa, and people are trying to say that it's birria. It's not.
I've had it before because Pepe serves the shit sometimes.
Yeah, that's barbacoa.
That's not birria?
There's a distinctive taste between goat meat and beef.
I think I've had it because I didn't like it.
Yeah, because you're like, what the fuck?
It don't
it's a
taste like how
it,
it's-
It
yeah.
don't taste like normal meat. It's a different taste. But in tradition, Mexicans only eat goat on Mother's Day.
What?
Mother's Day. Oh, it's what it's for.
I never heard of that.
We always kill a goat for Mother's Day.
We did it for special
For
occasions.
special occasions, but it's normally whenever we kill a goat, it's always for Mother's Day.
And I had an uncle that the way he would do is he would dig a hole.
Oh, that's
And
the
he would put like
best.
hella fucking wood and charcoal on the bottom, and then we put them in aluminum foil, and then just dump in that motherfucker. And they put leaves over him.
Keep your lips on the mic.
Oh yeah, you're right. Right for the audience.
Yes.
Started waving that motherfucker like Harry Potter, bro.
He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, man, that's just fire though, bro.
Yeah, if you know how to, if it was killed right and cooked right, it's fucking good. But that's what I was saying. I've killed deer before, and if you don't drain his blood fast enough, the meat gets tainted and tastes nasty as fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard also from, like, I've watched podcasts about hunters that the reason you're supposed to go for the heart shot to kill the motherfucker like that, right? If you shoot it and you don't kill it immediately, some like triggers inside of it,
It
like
makes the meat bad.
it releases into its own body to taste like dog shit. So
Yeah.
motherfuckers
Yeah.
hunting it even are like, our predators are like, I don't want to eat it. It tastes like shit.
Yeah, it's like a defense mechanism to try to save the rest of the fucking deer or some shit like that. And I tasted that, man. That man, it's nasty. Some dude try to fucking serve it at his place. I'm like,
Yeah, and sometimes too, if you don't kill it right, the meat's it's too chewy. It gets
Yeah.
real hard. So you're like, and then once you start to chew it, so sorry to get off topic again.
Is that what they say by gamey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game meat just got a different taste to it. It tastes like meat that's been out. It tastes weird. You know, you can taste the difference between goat meat, deer meat compared to fucking cow meat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But no, I mean that's true. You gotta kill it right away, because if you don't kill, like someone said, if you kill a goat and it struggles and you can't kill it right, you'll taste the difference in the meat. But I mean, I've never heard of hurrying up how to do it. It's as long as you kill them fast and let them drain.
no, I think like your window's like less than 5 minutes to try to drain them.
Yeah, because we don't hang them upside down or nothing. When we
No?
kill them, we let them sit there and let the blood come out, and then we hang them up and gut them. Because we wait for him to die before we gut him, because we don't gut him while he's alive.
I mean,
I've always
You
wanted.
know what? Forget your tradition. No, I'm just playing.
I've always. Now that I got you here, bro, I always wanted to ask you:
No.
did you kill a raccoon?
Yes, and I ate it.
what?
This is a snap that you
Exactly.
posted.
Say it again. So
Was that real?
Yes, it was a
Walk me through these snaps, because
Was
this
it a
nigga's
country
Snapchat
raccoon
was
or a
crazy,
city
it
bro.
was a city raccoon, bro.
I never fuck
Walk
with
me
those
through
guys.
this
Those motherfuckers
this
are
story,
garbage.
bro.
It's the same shit. I mean, I get it, but so anyways, there's a raccoon terrorizing my uncle's trash, right? And he's not city. We still live in Wyandotte, but we're like kind of like this. How this nigga lives in this place.
Yeah.
We got kind of a woods, and we're not everybody. It's not just a place. So we're like, fuck it. Why don't you catch it and we'll kill it? And so we caught it, and the next day we went out to it, and I'm like, let's try to eat it. I was like, what does fucking raccoon meat taste like? And it was just like, fuck it, let's see what happens. And we killed it, we skinned it, and we cooked it, and we ate it.
What it tastes like?
It didn't taste that bad, honestly. The one thing that I fucked up doing is when we killed it, we shot it. I couldn't get a clear eye because it was my first real. You know what I'm saying? It was weird. But when we killed it, we let it sit, but we forgot to, how do you say it? We forgot to soak the meat in salt water to where it tenderizes.
All right.
'Cause it was real tense. And so we ate it, we cooked it, we put barbecue sauce like a normal thing, and we ate it
Like a normal thing.
like a normal thing, nigga. And we're eating it, and we're eating it, and I'm eating it, and I'm chewing, and it does not break down. It's just a chewy. And I'm like, this is raccoon. And I'm like, this is raccoon. And I'm like, this is raccoon. I'm like, ugh. But I mean, it didn't taste like nothing. It tastes like chicken. It tastes like normal beef.
I mean, does it taste like chicken or beef? Because
Man, you get what I mean? Because when I had the leg, so it looked like a chicken. All right,
you guys ever had frog before? That shit tastes like swampy chicken.
that's what I'm saying. So the raccoon was not bad. I mean, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like my next thing to kill is a squirrel.
I hear squirrel's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Raccoon was good. It was good. I just didn't cook it right. I was an inexperienced cooker when I killed it.
You should have YouTube it, like different
I did.
recipes. Oh, you did?
No, I didn't. I wonder if I still got it on my Snap.
Bro,
Was
he's
it
got
on
this
my
entire.
Snapchat?
Yes, it was video by video, him killing,
If it's in my Snap,
skinning,
then that means it's
on the grill. That's why I didn't know if it was real or not. I was
it's
like,
real. It's one of my original first Snapchats because it was back in the day. When was my daughter born? 2011. That's how far back I'm going right now. And my fucking Snapchat don't even go back that far.
It does.
No.
Well, no.
It's on Facebook. That's what I'm gonna pull it up for you guys.
I think once you eat a raccoon, bro, like there's not a lot of shit you won't eat.
Bro, I'm
Yeah.
one of those kind of guys that I like to taste things. I mean, like I want to try snake, I want to try alligator, I want to try frog,
I
I
tried
want
all
to try
those.
crickets, I want to eat a cricket, I want to eat a worm.
I had crickets.
Like I want to taste that. Like I'm
Like you can buy them in the store with different spices and everything. In
yeah, and see, like I don't know where to get all that stuff at. It's on my page.
there. No, it's just.
No, just
Well,
wait.
he scared the two fucks out of me, to be honest. What are you doing?
Keep the light on.
Huh?
Can you keep the light on?
Oh, see, you done. Oh, your shit's haunted, cuz.
Light turned off.
Yep. All right, guys, it was a pleasure. See you guys later.
So, did he see anything? Did he see anything move?
Man, forget Chris. Let's just do our own.
Chris, remember to bring the bottle.
Hey.
I needed it. Oh, dude.
This is pretty cool. This is fun. I told Chris this is fun as fuck. It's hard to stay on one topic if you don't know too much about it. I don't know too much about folklore.
See, like,
Please keep your lips on the microphone.
I don't know. We were still recording.
Yeah, we're still live.
All right. So when we were doing about the movies and everything,
Yeah,
we got off topic hard, dude.
I know, but I mean that's cool though.
Yeah.
That's what the editing's for. You know what I'm saying?
He will say like, dude, you know, our session was supposed to be an hour, and we stay like 4 or 5 hours talking. I was
Bro,
like,
we've already been here for an hour. I've been here since 7:45.
it doesn't even feel like that.
Nah,
It feels
hell
like we've
nah.
been here for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the fun part about it, man. I love this shit. You know, it's just I think I told him last episode the big thing about me is having the time. I mean, you know what a car salesman hours are like, man.
Shit,
I got off and came straight here. I'm tired as fuck. I'm ready to go home. I'm hungry too.
dude.
So when he gets back, I'm probably gonna tell him I'm done for the night. But we can pick this shit up next week. That shit was fun. I think us three have a good little vibe where we can all talk. You know what I'm saying? He just needs to start the topic off, and then we'll switch it from there. How it always happens.
I'm down.
That and this shit was fire. We're gonna have to buy one of these every time we come, boy. That'd be a good
The
little.
last few times that we were doing it's been a fat minute. The last few times that we were doing it, we were all bringing like a bottle or bringing like a fucking 12 pack or something. We were just chilling
Yeah,
to
it's
make
just
something
dope.
fly, dude.
Hell yeah, it's dope. All right, cuz I love you. I got to get out of here, cuz I love you. See you guys later. Hey, bro, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Always,
I
always.
love fucking with y'all. See y'all later. Fuck her in the pussy.
Yeah, it would be like some paranormal shit that happens around the United States or urban legends and shit.
That would be fun. Just random ghost stories.
Like the one that I was like, I was obsessed for it until they released a movie, and I was like, just killed my shit. It was Slender Man.
Mm-hmm.
I was obsessed with that motherfucker because people like have. It was probably fake, but most of the time I felt like it was real. Like
I've looked that up. I know where it comes from.
I don't even know where it comes from.
It's you know what Reddit is, right?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's just this online like platform where people just post random shit, whatever they're into.
Mm-hmm.
And it came from an artist's fucking subreddit. It was just some guys were like, "Hey, draw me the creepiest images you can," and some dude drew Slender Man, and then somebody took his image and made this fake story for it and posted it to a similar website, like a blog post, and they were like, if you see this guy, he's trying to like take your kids or whatever to his. They made his backstory, so it's completely fabricated in that way. Because even the guy who originally designed him has come out and said, "Oh yeah, I'm the guy who drew that first."
Well, I don't know.
So it's completely just like an online urban legend.
Yeah, but you know, it's just what's the definition of a god in the dictionary, right?
Mm-mm.
Something that was created in our own imaginary.
Creating their own image.
Imaginary.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like if you could believe in something so much, it can't be real. And the thing is, well, it makes sense if this shit blew up on the internet and know people believe it. Yeah, it can. But because I remember I got really into it because somebody showed me this voice audio, and it was about this fucking dude that was supposedly in a police station. There's no video, but you could hear the audio that supposedly the cops recorded, and the dude was like, "Yeah, I saw it, and it took my fucking daughter." And he's just going nuts, and the cop was like, "You need to calm down, you need to calm down." He's like, and he's his eyes, his fucking eyes. He has no fucking eyes. He has no fucking face. And she's like, "You need to calm down." He's like, "Oh shit, it's right behind you." And supposedly the cop gets fucking hit or wiped out, and then he gets taken out. But Supposedly, prior to that, there was another recording of him, and supposedly he's talking to his daughter, and all of a sudden the motherfucker appears out of nowhere in the audio, texts the daughter, and he's shooting rounds on this motherfucker in the audio, and it's not doing anything. It's like going transparent through him.
I've heard of that. It's supposedly the recorded police dispatch conversation, right? Where he's on the phone with like an operator.
That's another one that I heard.
Yeah, where he's like, he keeps appearing at windows. He doesn't have a face.
Well, we do some shit like that.
Yeah.
I know what you need to do, dude. Beat your meat. Be fine.
Jerk off on Slender Man, bro. Get on his white suit, on his black suit.
He's like, nah, I don't want this guy.
No, that's always one of my like most terrifying images. Like when I'm driving, and you see something and it ends up being like a tree, but just the image of something that's like unnaturally tall. I think that's probably where that comes from. Like you see a shadow and you're like, is that a fucking? No, it's not. But if it was,
there was one that was made like it was like Russia. You could tell it was fake because it was just the image looks fake as fuck, and it was weird tall, and it's just like climbing a building and shit, and it just goes through a window like if it's nothing.
Have you seen like that Halloween costume or some prop some people have where it looks like Slender Man, but he's like hunched over on like spider legs?
Yeah.
And he's got like stilts for arms.
There's a video when somebody trips the fuck out of him.
I'd fuck that dude up, bro. As soon as they said it was a prank, bro, we're going. Like, you're not going to make me look that soft on camera.
Yeah, no. Fuck that shit. Dude, speaking of pranks like that, some of these, like, YouTubers and shit, they go way too fucking stupid. And I was seeing a video that this dude was supposedly in the park, all masked up and shit. And his goal is, like, to scare people as soon as they come up. So you see him from a distance, and you're just walking like, oh, whatever. And all of a sudden, he fucking pulls out a knife.
It's not even a prank, dude. That's assault.
Right, but it's supposed to be fake, and it's all blocked and everything. Dude, like and he does it in the worst fucking neighborhood. I think he did it in Compton. And more than half nigga pull out a strap on this dude. And he's like, whoa, it's a prank, it's a prank. No, you're lucky I didn't shoot you. Nowadays, I ain't gonna take a risk. And I'm gonna go to court and win. Like...
That's why all those fucking creepy clown videos, remember? The ones where they're like crushing a dude's head in a parking garage.
Yeah, I do
Those
remember.
Those are in the UK. Those are all in England. And that's what motherfuckers always say in the comments. They're like, yo, try that shit over here, son.
Well, they tried. It was trying to go viral in the United States. And even, remember the mayor of Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas, like, understand that you're gonna get killed. Everybody carries here. They went on news and announced that. Like, don't even try. Mm-hmm. And then I remember when I was just looking on your Facebook, and they had parties on Lawrence and Olathe and KCK to form a mob and try to find these dudes that ran because they were spotting. But they were just going around trying to find these dudes, and nobody came up with any clown.
I like how that hasn't happened now for like 5 years or since that shit happened.
I don't know. That shit will never happen here. Dude, I went to the ramen shop called Mama Ramen.
Bro, I always see you posting pictures of... It's called pho, but I swear to God, dude, I'll never say that. It's pho.
It's pho.
Pho until my death.
An agent told me.
I would tell that Asian, sir, it's a long O at the end.
It's several Asians that told me, and they corrected me.
Times 7. They always correct you, though? That would be kind of awkward, though, if he was like, it's pho.
And it's bad because I go to the same restaurant and they'll be like, dude, I told you several times.
Why, you keep saying pho, bro?
He's like, you fucking retarded or something? What the fuck's wrong with you?
But that was my accent, my bad.
But it's called pho. And I have a sister-in-law that... Is it sister-in-law? Yeah, sister-in-law that... She's from the Philippines and she says the same thing. It's called pho. But I had ramen. It was called Mama Ramen. It's right by the strip... on Grand Boulevard, right next to the strip club, dude. Temptations. So you get a good meal and then go to the strip club. But I like that place because they give you a card and you pick everything you want, from the broth, the noodles, the toppings, the meat, the protein. So you just all do a check mark and they combine it for you.
And they give you like dumbass portions, don't they?
Oh, these are decent portions.
That's what I mean by like it's just ridiculous, like a big fucking...
No, it wasn't bad. I feel like pho, it's like you get a good amount of food, but it's a lot of broth. And this is like all even out with broth and noodles. So
She told me that you're not supposed to eat the broth. Like,
I
how
eat it.
you drink it after the fact.
I drink it.
Like, she's been stopped before by an Asian dude, and he's like, no, it's rude to drink from the bowl.
Niggas suck my dick. I paid for it. But
We'll lick that shit like a dog, nigga.
I actually heard that it's good if you slurp it and everything. It's considered that you like it, and it's good. It's to show that you love that shit. Mm-hmm. So it's good to fucking slurp. It's just we're not in the United States, and that shit's bad. So it doesn't matter what you're, guys. But dude, literally, fun ramen is the cure for hangovers. It's like just like menudo. It cures hangovers, bro. Like there's times where I'm like, I don't even want menudo after partying all fucking night. I was like, let's just go get pho, and that shit just cures me right the fuck up.
So you would pick pho over menudo?
Real talk? Yeah, I would.
Blasphemy.
And you know why? It's because I was raised on fucking menudo. Dude. Every Sunday, growing up, all my families would get together, make a giant ass pot of it, and that's what we eat all fucking day. You know, you get tired of it.
Yeah,
after a while.
that's how I was with caldo. My dad made way too much fucking caldo, bro, and I can't fucking stand it.
And the thing is, they do it on fucking summer. It's fucking hot as fuck, and you're trying to feed me this shit. What the fuck's wrong
Every
with
now
you?
and then it get dry as fuck, and
Yeah.
it'd be like eating mush.
And I'm like, just crying. They're like, shut the fuck up and eat it. I mean, obviously my parents said it with a broken accent, but but no, my parents are fucking great, dude. They're loving parents.
Nah, dude, my dad, he worked nights, so he'd make caldo in the morning, bro, and he'd leave it there, and he'd be asleep, and like there was like either you eat, fucking nothing, or you just get a bowl and eat some of this motherfucker's caldo, bro. That's it. Like prison food.
Shit. No, I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather have caldo. I've never been in prison. I've been in jail, and that shit sucked. I'm gonna be honest. Dude, the food itself was enough for me never to go back to jail.
What was the food you had?
It was like, I'm gonna be honest, dude, it must have been like 2-3 days old fucking like macaroni, but it was like ravioli almost. You can't really tell it's been 2-3 days. You could tell it aged. And then it was fruit from a can and a dry fucking cornbread. Probably fucking worse than fucking Popeye's biscuits. Like that shit was dry, dude.
Crunchy?
Yeah,
Like a
that shit
cracker,
was-
bro, but it was cornbread?
Yep, that shit was solid. And that was enough for me not to go back to jail. I was like,
So
My
everybody's experience with jail is different, but when you go to jail, is it like, were you in the kind where there was like bunk beds, or were you in a cell?
so I had a cell and I had one dude with me, and then I ended up finding out that this motherfucker got checked in for killing like 4 motherfuckers. Super nice dude. I mean, I don't know what was his reason for murders. I didn't ask, but it was weird. It was in Colorado, and when I got checked in, it looked like just like prison, dude. There was like 4 floors, and each floor had like fucking 15 fucking cells. So they would let us go and watch TV, and for like an hour, then they force us back in the cells. I slept most of the time. And my older brother, when I called him on the phone, he was like, "Sleep, dude. Pass your time, sleep." I was like, "All right." And I fucking hate Colorado, dude. I love the state, I love the place. I hate the fucking system because it's the worst fucking place. And even when I got checked in, I went on vacation, and they were like, "So what you in for?" And I was like, "I don't know. I got charged for something called a DWAI." And they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, you probably be out in 2 days. You probably get really a ticket in your fucking record, and that's it." And I was like, "I don't even know what the fuck it is." So pretty much, so I got pulled over because my GPS had to do a U-turn when it wasn't. I couldn't do a U-turn, and they put me over for that shit. And they're like, "Sir, have you had anything to drink?" I'm like, "Yeah, I had a couple beers. Literally a couple beers." And they made me do a whole bunch of tests and everything, and I was great. And I did the test, and I was passing them and everything. And then I had this fucking bitch-ass cop come up, and I don't know what call she had before, but she was fucking mad. And she's like, do it again, you're not doing it right. And I was like, well, how the fuck you want me to do it? I'm on top of the hill. Yeah, I need to be in a flat surface. And that's what, at the time I was going up to become an officer. And she was like, you know what, I'll just get my breathalyzer. And I was like, the fuck? And the first cop was like, I don't know what the fuck's up with this bitch. So she comes and it makes me blow. And I blew 0.5. And I was like, so what's the alcohol limit? They're like 0.8. I'm like, okay, see you motherfuckers later then. And they're like, no, you're under arrest for DWAI. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And so they arrested me. And they were like, it's driving while ability impaired. So whatever you had in your system affected your driving. It's a judgment call. So between that point 0.5 to 0.8, they could arrest you for that call.
So you got arrested for that?
Yeah. And I was so angry, dude, because my friends bailed me out like within the first hour I was there. And they kept my ass for like 2 days. And I was going back and forth in court. And Colorado tried to submit it to Kansas because I was out of state. And Kansas wouldn't take the case because that law doesn't exist anywhere. It doesn't exist anywhere but Colorado and New York.
Doesn't even sound like a real fucking law, bro.
Oh, trust me, man. The amount of money I paid and the time I wasted, yeah, it's a real law.
So you said while you were in jail, bro, you were in the cell, you had a guy with you.
Oh, yeah, dude. I got married, had a couple kids in that bitch. Tyrone was good to me.
Nah, bro, like, did you have any actual conversations with this dude who'd killed a couple of people?
Nah, he was a dick,
or?
dude. I'm gonna be honest. He was a dick. Nobody. I mean, that jail was fucking full, but nobody liked this dude because he was just a plain dick. Like everybody tried to make cool. Everybody tried to be cool with everybody. Dude. Nobody wanted problems, and this dude was just a dick. He didn't want to conversate. Didn't keep to himself. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure he was a fucking hard gangbanger. Motherfucker was tatted all over the face and shit. But dude, nobody's there to fucking please you, But we're trying to fucking pass the time like everybody else, and this dude was just being a dick.
Just trying to be decent to motherfuckers.
Nah, but I made conversations with, some dudes that supposedly were fucking rich as fuck. They got charged for the same bullshit I got charged. And he's like, yeah, man, I'll be out. My lawyer's already contacted me. And then I met fucking killers that they're there for the rest of their lives, dude. And I had a conversation with one dude that he was like, yeah, man, they finally called my ass. And I got pulled over. He's like, so how much time you doing? He's like, oh, I'm here for life. That was my third strike. I'm done. I was like, oh, shit. So what's going to happen? He's like, they'll probably transfer me back to an actual federal jail and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, dude, it's good knowing you. I mean, you're hella cool.
What do you say, right?
I mean, it's not like, I don't want to say I put money in his books because I don't know that nigga like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he was cool. So I made pretty good friends. And the guards, dude, oh, holy fuck, dude. What, if I give anybody advice besides don't get arrested in fucking Colorado. Because they're straight fucking dicks. It was the same county that they were having those mass shootings in schools. So their counties are run by sheriffs. And everybody blames the sheriffs for all the mass shootings because they don't respond correctly or they don't go into fucking schools when they're shooting and they're too fucking pussies to go in. So a lot of them were blamed for that. So the sheriffs have a bad rep over there. And I remember I just got off the phone with my friends and they're like, hey, we already posted bail like 2 hours ago. I don't know what they're not bailing you out. So I'm like, hey, and I would knock and I get a sheriff's attention. He's like, hey, can I figure out what's the deal? I already had my friends bail me out, whatever. And they were like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, that's a response to everything. I don't know. I was like, well, can you check on him? He's like, oh, you could shut the fuck up or you could get another charge.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, oh, thanks, man. And they're exactly like that. All Colorado. When I was talking to all these dudes, they're all like that because everybody's blamed for all their shit. And that's why a lot of people that I know from Colorado, they move over here for the same reason. That state's going to fucking heck. Everything's getting more expensive because they pass weed. That's all it is. So that was my experience over there. I love the state. I love the mountains. I love the atmosphere. It's just straight bullshit over there. That's a money state. But speaking about the cave shit, I don't think I would ever. I mean, I go exploring caves, but if somebody like a villager's like, hey, don't go in there because shit happened, like, cool, thanks for the warning, I'm not going in that bitch. One fucking single person be like, don't do it.
I'd be like, oh, which one? The over there? Yeah, because my head wasn't even turned in that direction until you fucking said it, man. I'm not going.
You remember, it was in Mexico when there was like those cave workers or whatever. What the fuck?
Soccer players, nigga. They weren't even cave workers. The ones who got trapped?
They weren't soccer players. They were actual
like
diggers.
miners.
They're miners. They were miners. They were there for like a month, ain't it?
And they kept like sending like a drone down with like supplies to them to keep them alive and shit because they couldn't figure out how to get them the fuck out. You know how they ended up doing that, right? There was one guy, bro. Nobody like wanted to do it. Like one guy took like, I might be making this up. He took one air tank. That's what I pictured in my head. He took an air tank and he just swam that motherfucker with a flashlight because nobody else was like, it was too dangerous. It was something wildly like that. Like one dude's responsible for like making this trip and like one at a time bringing the motherfuckers out. I think. I'm pretty sure that's how that happened if I read it right.
Can you imagine like how much pussy be getting in that village?
Bro, all those guys would have to suck his dick the second they got on the other side.
To be honest, I'd be like, you need to suck my dick before I even take you over. And nobody's gonna find out about this. And everybody's gonna be like, no, that's game. Like, well, you're next, motherfucker. Like, don't act like you're fucking new to this.
Like, his name was Guillermo, bro. And as soon as he, like, popped up, he's like, this is Willie's world.
I'd be like, you fucked up, buddy. I mean, you're alive, right? He's like, but yeah, I'm dead inside, though. I'm like, I can't fix that. I just fixed the first thing.
Oh, bro, that'd be so shitty. But you're right. That's just one of the many reasons not to go into caves and shit.
You know, fuck, I forgot what my coworker said, but he was like, you ever seen Dragon Ball Z? I'm like, yeah, and it was just like random like that, and I'm just typing away. He's like, you ever seen, what's his name with the third eye? And I was like, I don't know, but it's not Yamcha, the motherfucker always dies. But I don't know who he's talking about. He's like, you remember when he was finding Cell? And I was like, yeah, what the fuck is this going about? He's like, you ever thought maybe his parents were like brother and sister from Alabama? And I was like, dude, where the fuck did that come from? That was super off topic. Hey. And he was like, well, he has a third eye, dude. I mean, and I was like, I mean, I can see it. You're not wrong. I can see it.
It makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
I like the logic behind it, bro.
I didn't like the approach he was coming up with.
He has definitely like debated that in his mind, like on the car, and then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask Jesus about this. Fuck yeah.
And I always have some weird fucking conversations, dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I do that too, though. Like, you ever seen that TV show Naked and Afraid?
Yeah, I think so.
Where they like drop people in the woods and they're naked. Mm-hmm. I told my girl one time that I think, because we were watching the Blair Witch Project, and I was like, did you ever notice this is just like Naked and Afraid, but they have clothes on?
Yeah.
It's more or less the exact same show.
You ever thought about like these motherfuckers are getting like rewards doing for this shit, and there's people like doing that every day for their lives?
You know, a couple of them banged, right?
Nah.
Because like the females would be like, we gotta stay warm, it's super cold, so let's turn it up a little.
I could see that.
You think you could do it?
Yeah, I could do that shit.
Easily.
As soon as I I'll land down, dude, I'll do some like spiritual shit, some of my ancestors. I'll be like, yeah, there's fucking water in that well. Kill that fucking turkey. We're gonna have to fuck over there to stay warm. 2 days later, and be like, all right, we didn't have to do any of that shit. The plane's right there.
Nah, bro. Like, listen, the second like the nut comes out, I'm laying down, and like they got me on night vision. I just go, send the copter. I'm ready to go home.
Like, oh, we're not surviving. I'm like, no, I survived, bitch. Like,
listen, I can go home.
Like, it's time. I mean, we did it. You could have your fucking $100 reward and just go home. I wonder how much they get paid to do that shit.
I think they gotta last like 30 days or something, or 24.
Oh, fuck. I could do that.
You could do it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
If I got the right tools, I could do this shit.
You're only allowed to take like 2 things, and most people take like a knife and a lighter. That's usually all they take.
Yeah, those are the 2 things I'll take too.
A knife and a lighter?
Yep. That's exactly what it would take. Mm. You ever try to start a fire? Like without a lighter, nothing, just straight wood?
No, dude.
It's a fucking bitch, dude.
Bro, I tried to start a fire with gasoline one time, and it was a bitch.
Dude, my dumbass was like, I'm gonna try this shit. And I put like a fucking dry ass log, and I carved like a little dimple, and then put fucking like the fucking stuff that came off the wood, the little shavings. Mm-hmm. And you just see me go. You see fucking like smoke come out of it. I'm like, oh shit, fucking 10 minutes. Nah. And then I had the YouTube. It was like, oh, you just get the little ambers and put it in fucking leaves and shit, and then blow hard. And then I did another hour doing that bullshit, and I was just like, but I kind of never get to start that shit.
Every time you're simulating the rubbing the stick on that $150 microphone, bro.
Oh. So y'all can picture what I do when my back should.
I'm all like, it's gonna break.
I thought your reaction was like, "Damn, this nigga really try to start a fire."
Like, damn, bro, this dude's kept away a lot of ghosts in his life.
You know, if I ever become a hooker, dude, I'd be pretty good at it.
Bro, it's gonna be a golden moment when you realize that you were the guy who told the fucking ghost story.
But it's a true fact. It's a true fact. You ever see any scary movies? If any of them ever beat their meat, they'd be all safe.
To save the awkward moment.
Yeah. You know, people be like, I don't know how you can beat your meat during the fucking scary moments or like that. I'm like, dude, guys, we're guys. It's gonna happen. Trust me, like, I've seen drive-bys happen before me, and I end up fucking smashing or beating my meat. It just happens. It's just part of life at this point. When we gotta wrap this shit up?
We were gonna wrap this shit up, bro. I'm smelling the food cooking.
Oh, shit.